This is the book of Luke, chapter 10, verse 23. And he turned him unto his disciples and said privately, Blessed are the eyes which ye see the things that ye see. Verse 24. For I tell you that many prophets and kings have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah. Yahweh is the name who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shah is his son who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and all glory to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth, risking their life for Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai's sake. I'm Brother Samak from the GMS Miami camp. And yes, the reason why I brought out the book of Luke chapter 10, verse 23 to 24, is that I was inspired to do a lesson from a recent video that I watched from Apostle Tahar, where he's commenting on the comment board and reading this individual Paul Kersey for GMS comment. And you know, this individual Paul Kersey, I guess he's from IUIC, but he doesn't want to expose himself that he is from IUIC. You know, that's weird. But the point is, you know, he made a foolish comment. You know, he said that, you know, this is just a private company and they are selling a service with the whole Wally Moore. Because Wally Moore is a company based out of London that's pushing that digital all where you can buy and sell. And so I guess his scoffing that he's pushing out is that this is a private company and it's not the government. And he made a statement right here. I think we must wait for the government to push it. Now, Apostle Tahar made a statement saying that the government can easily buy these companies, which is true. And the government, have the money, all right? Because where are they going to get the money from? The taxpayer to buy these companies, okay? Another thing that the government does, and this is what inspired me to do a lesson, all right, is that they fund companies. They sponsor companies. For example, Darpa, which stands for Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency. And I'm just going to read this part, this top part right here. It says, the White House announced the BRAIN Initiative in April 2013. Today, the initiative is supported by several federal agencies as well as dozens of technologically firms, meaning companies, meaning private companies, academic institutions, right, your universities, scientists, and other key contributors to the field of neuroscience. DARPA is supporting the BRAIN Initiative through a number of programs, continuing a legacy of DARPA investment, again, funding, sponsoring in neurotechnology that extends back to the 1970s. So this is just, you know, more proof that the government, all right, is behind this technology. In fact, they fund it, okay? They fund it. Now, this is why I brought out Luke chapter 10, verse 23. And he turned him unto his disciples and said privately, Blessed are the eyes which see the things that ye see. Right. So, you know, with this technology, this digital all right, this is being pushed out by the elites, okay? And the military and the government, they're going to be behind it. In fact, they're the ones that have always been behind it from the beginning, the foundation of it. Because when you go, which I'm going to play a video, DARPA, all right, the technology that you see from your interface to your cell phone, the foundation of it always came from DARPA, which is under the Department of Defense, which is under the government. So that's why, blessed are your eyes that see, okay, that this digital all that's being pushed, okay, is by, okay, these institutions, which is funded and backed by the federal government. 24, for I tell you that many prophets and kings have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them. Right, and that's why, we're blessed to be alive in these times, because we're actually seeing, what, for example, John the Revelator prophesied in and wrote, through the spirit power of Yahweh Shah, because that Yahweh Shah gave him, all right, the vision. Let me get that. Let me open up a tab, because he showed them what was happening now, and we're living it. We're living out the final prophecies, okay? And John saw everything that we're seeing now with our own eyes, okay? Revelation 1 verse 3. I'll start at 1. The revelation of Yahweh Shah Hamashiach, which the Most High gave unto him to show unto his servants things that to show, there you go, to see unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass. And he sent and signified it by his angel unto his servant John. Okay? So John saw what we were going to be going through in these last days, especially when it comes to that digital all, the M to the O to the B. 2, who bear the record of the word of the Most High, and of the testimony of Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach, and of all things that he saw. There you go. 3, blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. It is at hand. Okay? So this technology has always been backed, okay, funded, and the foundation of this technology has always been in the hands of the government, period. All right? And it only makes sense. Let's look at this in a military warfare, all right, agenda. You don't want your adversary, like, for example, America doesn't want their adversary, Russia, to have this technology. So they're going to make sure, America, they get all the money in the world, okay, meaning the tax dollars that, okay, because taxes never go away, to be able to fund, all right, these projects so that they stay ahead, okay, in the technology against their adversary, which is Russia, all right? And if you go to Darpa, all right, government agency, the Defense Advanced Research Project Agency is a research and development agency of the United States Department of Defense responsible for development of emerging technologies for use by the military. It was established in 1958, all right? The founder was Dwight D. Eisenhower, all right, who made a speech that's, that said, you got to be careful for the military-industrial complex. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, he's funding, allowing funds, unlimited amounts of funds to be in the military-industrial complex. And look at the annual budget for DARPA. This is in 2019, which, you know what? I say that that's more, all right? Just put a blank check, because it's coming from the taxpayer. Now, let's play this, all right? Because this was a foolish statement that this individual, Paul Kersey, said, and I'm just doing a lesson behind it because, yeah, what Apostle says is absolutely right. The government can easily buy out these corporations. They got unlimited funds, okay? Or they can fund it, okay, and use these corporations as a front and give the illusion to the people that, wow, Neuralink, right? Like for example, Elon Musk Neuralink. Oh, Elon Musk is so smart because he created Neuralink. Excuse me, no, DARPA has been behind this technology since the 1970s. All right. In fact, DARPA, all right, if you do some research and dig a little more, may be funding Neuralink, okay, and other projects, all right, and using Elon Musk as a face, okay, because he's just a puppet. All right. In fact, check this out. If you look at this piece right here, hold on one second. I want to show you something. Right here, neural engineering system design. The neural engineering system design program aims to develop an implantable neural interface able to provide unprecedented signal resolution and data transfer bandwidth between the brain and the digital world. Okay? So who came up with this technology first? All right? The federal government. All right? And they'll fund, all right, these technological corporations like Neuralink, okay, and various other technologies to give the illusion that, oh, it's these corporations that are pushing out. But really it's the federal government that has a scheme, all right, just like they were scheming with in the Pentagon develops implant that could help detect what under the skin, all right, because what's their ultimate goal? To get everybody digitally to get the surveillance under the skin, all right, on everyone. All right, these implantable devices. Now let's play this just to show you. Now you can watch the whole thing. I just want to make a point within Darpa being behind the foundation of all the technology that you use. Okay, so let's play this, and you can just see that the military, the government has always been behind this technology from the beginning. Okay, it only makes sense. All right, you need to have the latest technology to go against your enemy. All right, and who's America's biggest threat? Russia.
As computers got more powerful, they also got much smaller, thanks to another revolutionary technology, the microchip. An achievement of engineering crafted in silicon. They're little packages of breakthroughs in computing power, miniaturization, and efficiency. DARPA's groundbreaking materials science and manufacturing programs furthered the relentless cause of miniaturization, leading to more powerful microprocessors and denser memory. These programs also pushed beyond silicon, using gallium arsenide and gallium nitride to create new generations of high-performance semiconductors. They make battlefield weapons smarter, cell communication systems more capable, and all of our many devices smaller. And they're at the heart of some pretty helpful tools. Take GPS. The Global Positioning System, originally called Navstar, required bulky receivers. But in the early 80s, DARPA program manager Sherman Karp proposed leveraging advances in digital signaling and miniaturization. He said he could get a unit down to the size of this. Soon it was a reality, a miniature GPS receiver nicknamed Virginia Slims.
So there you go. Okay, these GPS, this technology has always stemmed from the government, all right? And it makes sense. You want to have the latest technology against your enemy, okay? So I just wanted to play that. And one more, all right? This is from CoinSpeaker. Ripple compatible chip development is said to be sponsored. Let's look up the word sponsored, okay? Provided with funding by a particular organization or body, backer, okay, subsidizer, supporter by U.S. Navy, okay? And when you go into this article, the U.S. Navy, okay, is working with Ripple to conduct a system where buying and selling via a implantable micro. The same Ripple Labs that's with the World Economic Forum, Klaus Schwab and the Goomba Squad. Okay? So it's very foolish for an individual like Paul Kersey for GMS to make a statement like that, saying, wait for the government to push it. The government is pushing it, and they're going very quickly, and they're behind the scenes. That's why you got to be on your watch. Okay? And the government is behind these corporations. Period. Okay? And I'll close off with Revelation, all right, 13:11, all right? And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon, right? And this is America, that another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, right? 2 political party system, Okay, and he spake as a dragon, right, with all these draconian laws. All you got to do is look at what happened in 2020, all right, when the you-know-what hit. They shut the, okay, America, all right, funding the WHO, shut the whole world down, okay? Because who funds who? Who's the largest, okay, sponsor, supporter for the WHO? America, okay? And then you have the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, which are also another American entity, all right? 12. And he exercises all the power of the first beast, right? Because what are they pushing out? The image of the beast, the Roman Empire. This is Rome all over again. Before him, it caused the earth and them which dwelled therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. Right. That's the image of the beast. That's his beast system, the Roman Empire, the ancient Roman Empire. Okay, 13. And he doth great wonders. Right. Look at these great wonders. For example, the technology, all right, his military, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth and the side of men. Right. Their bombs that they make, okay? That's one of their great wonders, okay, that America did in front of the whole world. 14. And he deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles, right? This technology, okay, which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live. Again, pushing out the Roman Empire. That's what America does, okay? And America's the whore that rides the beast. And who's the beast? All right, that's NATO, all right, which consists of the European Union, okay, Canada, Turkey, and now Turkey is being double-minded, but that's who's part of the beast, all right, NATO, all right, that's NATO, that's NATO. 15, and America's the whore that rides NATO, which is part of the beast system. 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, and the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Here's the point. 16, and he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Right, so the technology, the system that's being created, okay, it stems here in Babylon the Great, okay? And all you got to do is do more research on Darpa and the Brain Initiative, okay? You do more research on this, okay? DARPA with the you know what, okay? And the implant, and do more research on the U.S. Navy, okay? With this company Ripple, which is an American company, by the way, sponsoring a way to buy and sell with that implantable you know what, okay? All right, that's why, again, Luke chapter 10, verse 23. And he turned him unto his disciples and said privately, blessed are the eyes which see the things that ye see. And you got to be blessed, by the Lord. And the Lord, and if you do see, hey, just praise Yahweh Bashem Shah that he blessed you, man. Because you got to be blessed by the Lord to see this, okay? Because you got a lot of knuckleheads that know that they're Israelites that can't see this. And they're coming up with crazy excuses, or they want to choose to ignore it because they want to stay here in Babylon. Because really, with this comment right here, it's really what this individual Paul Kersey is implying in his undertone statement is that please not in my lifetime, please, okay, let this happen in my children's lifetime, okay? That's what he's betting on. That's why he says we gotta wait for the government to push it out. Bro, the government is pushing it out. Can't you see? Okay? They're behind this technology. Some of y'all, it's coming out more and more that, a lot of these pseudo-Hebrew Israelites don't want to leave Babylon the Great, and they're coming up with many excuses. Many excuses. I mean, like stupid comments, like this is a stupid comment, all right, that he made, But hey, we're here to defend the gospel. Or in their foreheads, 17, that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast, or the number of his name, right? When you go into that word mark is karagma, okay? Which is a scratch or an etching, all right? Because they have to open your skin to implant this device, all right? So that you can conduct commerce. And that's why this whole crypto blockchain, all right, is being brewed up from behind the scenes, all right? Oh, now they're pushing out, again, the scare tactics is Bitcoin going to last? Is the alternative coins going to last? Yes. Okay, you're going to have a handful of cryptocurrencies that are going into this new system, and they're going to use it with that digital awe. All right, that's why here it is. All right, this is an article, Fee Stories. IMF had foresees the end of banking and the triumph of cryptocurrency, September 30, 2017. Okay, and you can read this article. This is from the IMF. What's her name? Christine Lagarde. Okay, she's the managing director of International Monetary Fund. All right, and she made a statement back in 2017. All right, because this was the plan all along. Because if you do your homework on this whole crypto blockchain technology, the government's behind it. Yes, the NSA, okay, Darpa, okay, the CIA, they're all behind it. Okay. All right. Again, this technology just didn't come out of nowhere by some, hardworking American who wants to make people's lives better. No. This technology came from the federal government. All right. And they use these corporations as fronts to give the illusion of a capitalistic society. Okay. All right. This is, let's just grow up. All right, 18. Here's the wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for is the number of a man. All right. Who's that man? Esau Edom, the so-called white man, starting with the elites, the Illuminati, and his number is 603 Okay. So there you go. So Lord willing is less edifying. I just wanted to make a response to what this individual, Paul Kersey, stated. It was very foolish, very an ignorant statement to say, private companies. It's just a private company. Hello, private companies are funded, okay, by the federal government, all right? And they could either be funded by the federal government or they could be bought out by the federal government, all right? The government's always going to be behind this technology, all right, because the government likes control, okay? And that's, what it is. It's very this is a kingdom, okay? All right? This is a kingdom, and it's ran and governed by those that have interests in this kingdom, okay? And that's why they make sure that their politicians, these politicians, and these military personnel are for the continuing push of their kingdom. Okay? So, Lord willing, this lesson's edifying. I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Mukakodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And citation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai's sake. Love you, brothers. Keep enduring. Keep the faith. We're almost out here. Keep pushing. Keep fighting. Keep studying. Blessed are your eyes that see. All right? And give praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, that bless your eyes. That bless your eyes. That's blessing you continually. That you see, okay, what's going on. All right? We're almost out of here. Pray for each other again. Pray for the apostles and elders, all right, who taught us this truth. All right? Laboring continually. And for the few sisters that are watching, keep studying. When you pray, pray, cover. Shalom and abad with ball. Shalom.